So, Rocko's Modern Life. Okay, you got to give me a primer. What the heck was this show about?
Well, Rocko's Modern Life was about the daily life of a wallaby by the name of Rocko, who lives alone with his dog Spunky, and his two best friends are the cow Heifer and the tortoise Filbert.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just about the things that happen in his life. Sometimes they're just kind of ordinary daily things. Sometimes they're wilder adventures, but they're all very surreal. No matter what's
Cool. And so here we're getting a little bit of an intro.
Yeah, I got some digitized voice in there too, from presumably pulled directly from the cartoon. Very generic lines.
Well, I mean,
Spunky's his dog. Spunky's pretty stupid. And I guess Spunky was chasing the frisbee and got into a spot of bother on the beach here. There's Heifer waving to us.
I love how Heifer's arm is clearly a different color. The waving arm is a different color from the rest of him.
Indeed.
So now this is obviously also a product of the recently announced Viacom Multimedia or New Media subdivision.
Viacom New Media, yes.
Yeah.
So I should have figured. I didn't really notice the Spunky. I was getting used to the controls first, of course. Very important. I should have noticed that there was the Spunky there, because it even said that I need to guide Spunky. But I just went off on my own. The punch is not great. The kick works a lot better, it seems.
I can hear Spunky barking.
The animation style is kind of cute. I mean, the original cartoon, I mean, it's not really matching the art style of the original cartoon per se in every detail. Though, I mean, Rocko and the characters look, true to the show. But the show is definitely, a bit crudely drawn, by design. So the fact that things are, all a little bit off, makes a little bit of sense, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's using that very Super NES art style that I associate with a lot of games on the system, where they're using a lot more shading than actually would be necessary.
Yes.
Because, and it I don't know, it just doesn't necessarily need to be there, I feel.
I agree. I don't know why. Rocko is, Rocko definitely looks a bit dark compared to the actual character, and it's entirely in all the shadow effects that they're doing. So yeah, then I realized, oh wait, I guess I've got to lead Spunky to the goal. So I came back and I'll follow along Spunky.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna drown? No, he's not gonna drown.
He does lose life when he's down there, and then he went back the other way. Which is like, huh? How do I influence him? I also clearly have an item box in the upper left corner, but I never figured out how to do anything with that.
Maybe you have to pick up that floaty? Oh no, you can just...
No, the floaty just rides across there. So I think the floaty probably gets him over this body of water, which is a bigger body of water. But still have no idea how I'm, even getting this far. And that was Spunky drowning.
Now you picked him up.
Yeah, I discovered that. All it is kind of an Easter egg. He licks you. As near as I can tell, when you pick him up, you can't actually do anything with him. Like, okay.
You can't move?
No, you can't. Following along with him, and he's bounced back again. So it's like, okay.
Did you try using the shoulder buttons?
Oh yeah, I tried out all the buttons to see what they did. Yeah. And I think that's part of what I'm doing right now there, is going through all the buttons again to see if I missed something.
I can totally see a little kid buying this and having exactly the experience that you're having right now.
Yes. So look at what I just discovered. Now, nothing else in the environment so far here, because believe me, I've been all around it. has been interactive. Like I found no way to do anything with that beach ball there or the sign there or anything. But that umbrella of all things is actually interactive.
Yeah, maybe you can turn that chair there too.
No, I tried going along all the other objects then, and they did not. So it's like, okay, I guess that umbrella is blocking him.
Oh yeah, I see.
That's
Spunky
fine.
is losing his power.
And then, then I realized, okay, I guess you have to do I mean, at this point, I figured out what you must have to do is a back and forth. Hit it one way, and so that's why I'm practicing with it to kind of figure out where the timing is, or not the timing, where the hitbox is what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I guess what I have to do is hit it one way, and then when he's, through, hit it the other way. So, fine, whatever.
Spunky is not surviving another trip through the water.
No, I think he's got maybe one more in him, but that's about it. And yeah, the
there
punching the enemies is really hard. But then the crab there.
Ah!
Yeah, exactly. The crab there hitting me. And yeah, it's very finicky going after the enemies. Their hitboxes are a little weird, and the punch, I mean, even though I keep using it, the kick seems to be much more effective because it's on a low plane. But yeah, definitely a bit janky. Yeah, there we go with some looking again.
Oh, there you tried to punch that.
Yeah, no, I tried interacting with other items this time. Preemptive strike on the crab. It's like, I am not going to have that happen again. Of course, he died because his health was almost down. But I was just out there doing a preemptive strike on that crab, so we didn't have another situation when we make our next attempt. Because I don't think there's a way. I didn't find a way to boost him up to that upper thing. I mean, maybe you could with an item that I never used. But yeah, we got him through. Even got the crab there. And now clearly we got to get him on the thing.
Oh!
I know. I thought he was on, and it was a lie. I was a little too soon on making it go. So those air bubbles. Some of those air bubbles are
fish.
Enemy fish, but
yeah, he's already over there.
Are also him, but you can't really tell which are which. Now I'm like, what do? I just can't wait for him to die again. I can't pick him up out of the water, and that's a big body of water, so I'm just kind of killing time.
He's got to be over here at some place now.
Because we're trapped.
Well, his health isn't going down, which means he's got to be out of the water.
Exactly, which means it seems like he's out of the water at this point.
I think he's on the right side. Now, I'm saying this as this is already pre-recorded.
Probably. And hooray! I won. Cleared the level.
Well, that makes perfect sense. It's now this is the definition of interactive.
Yeah, I mean, I see what they were going for there, and like the premise that they were going for wasn't necessarily a terrible idea, but very finicky, very hard to tell what objects you can interact with, what objects you can't interact with, kind of funky hitboxes when it comes to the enemies, and so not the best experience, and no real way to recover. Like, if you do something like hit the raft too soon or hit the floaty thing like too soon, like I did, no real way to recover from that I could tell. It's possible the items in the item box would help, but I tried. I mean, I didn't try every button combination known to man, but I tried the more common. I tried select as if it were like Super Mario World, to bring down your item in the box. And never did figure out what to do with the items up there. So I don't know if that would have made things make more sense. But I won. I beat the level in a way.
It's not bad. It's no Krusty's Funhouse, but it's I get it. Okay, well, let's get back to the show then.